I knew you would be. I know how y'all are. And so, hunger here ends on our watch. That is your motto on your School Nutrition Association. And it's about time. But here's what I hear all the time. Hunger ends on our watch. That's what y'all say. But this is what I hear. And Mrs. Obama, she's making us do all this and make me so mad. Mrs. Obama didn't make us do this. It's her fruits and vegetables, Mrs. Obama. Okay, everybody, let's flush that one right out right now. See, the people that have been to my session, they already know. Get up, grab a hold of your flusher, everybody. I'll wait. And let's flush it. Because look at the boys, they're going, you know. Because Bob and that gang, they love to make those flushing sound, and we have trouble with this. Listen to me. Instead of us upset with Mrs. Obama, you better be hearing me clearly. This is her message. Hunger ends on our watch. She was brave enough to stand up against all kinds of people, and she said, no, we got to do something. She didn't come and find the dregs of society and say, let's change America. We'll raise the nutrition and reduce child obesity. She didn't do that. She chose the group that she knew could get it done. She chose you. You were the chosen. So when I hear Mrs. Obama, I want to say thank you so very much. Because you see, how many in this audience don't agree that we should not be feeding our kids more fruits and vegetables? I agree with that. How many agree that we should be using whole grains? Because you see, we have been serving them white bread. And I say the whiter the bread, the faster you're dead. That's how it goes. Yes, you want to write that one down. The whiter you're dead, the faster you're dead. Because you see, white bread has virtually everything stripped right out of it, so it's absolutely of no nutritional value. I know I'm talking to the choir. And so she said, let's do whole grains. Let's serve our kids a 5-star meal. Because you see, a 5-star meal means it's the best. And a 5-star meal in our schools means they're going to get fruits, vegetables, grains, protein, and milk. What are we going to get? Fruits, vegetables, grains, protein, and milk. What are we going to get? Fruits, vegetables, grains, protein, and milk. Is there anybody in this entire audience that does not believe that that is the right thing to do? Good. It's the right thing to do, but it's not always the easy thing to do. It's not always the easy thing to do. So if you want to make Minnesota hunger ends on our watch, then we doggone well better be doing the 5-star meal. And I want to thank Mrs. Obama right now publicly and say, had you not taken the risk, had you not put your faith in all of the people that I see around the country in school nutrition, then we wouldn't be doing this. We are changing the nation. Our nation is changing because of what you do. And that's how important you are. Do you see, in the past, we followed the fast foods. Now they're chasing after us, and we got McDonald's having to put in more fruits and vegetables. We got Subway that's having to change their entire way that they make their bread because they're still using trans fat. Well, how ridiculous is that? We did away with fryers in every school in America years ago. We're not going backwards, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go forward. And Mrs. Obama, if she helped us to get there, then fine. So let's stop. Let's flush out. We're going to stop picking at that. And we're going to start applauding the fact we were the chosen. We were the chosen to move forward with that. So give it up if you think the 5-star meal is the way for us to go into the forward to reduce hunger. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. And so that's what we're going to do. Because we are what, everybody? Better, stronger together. And why are we doing it? Because it's the right thing to do. And so that's why I'm so excited for you. And that's why I want to do it. I'm standing before you today because, you see, last year at the same time, I was in the obese category. That's why I thank Mrs. Obama. Because you see, because she put the emphasis on our new meal pattern, because we are a 5-star meal pattern now, I paid attention to that. I went 5 foot nothing, and I was in the obese range. The United States of America is now the 13th largest country in the world. In 1986, we had almost very few states in America that were obese. Now we have one state that is not more than 20% obese. One out of all 50 states. It's Colorado. And they're fastly coming. Hear me clearly. We are here to stamp out hunger. We're also here to reduce childhood obesity because our kids are not even expected to live as long as we did. I took this very seriously And between now and last year, I dropped 25 pounds, and I'm continuing to let more of it go. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And the reality is, how did I do it? With the new meal pattern. I started paying attention to the new meal pattern. I'm there every day in the schools. I know if you want a reimbursable meal, you have to pick how many of those three components, and one of them has to be a what? Fruit and vegetable. And so it dawned on me, if I were going to pay attention, I was going to be doing this every day, I better be paying attention to that. And I started doing that meal pattern. 25 pounds I dropped. So if you want to drop the weight, if you want to release it, don't lose the weight, because you'll go back out and find it. You don't want to do that. You want to drop it, release it, and let it go. And that's what we do. Because I'm here to thank each and every one of you. Look at this magnificent meal. There is not a fast food restaurant in America today that can hold a candle to you. Not only would I eat off the floors in every one of your schools, because you do it all the exact same way. You use NASA's way to clean, and that's what you do. So I'd eat off your floors. But how many of you get to the fast food restaurant, you going to eat off their floors? How many of you want to look behind the counter and see all the stuff that's running around back there? I went to a 5-star meal just the other day, and I went in their kitchen. I almost threw up. And I said, no, thank you. I'm not eating here. Thank you so very much. And I said that right up, straight up, because I said, if I go to the school cafeteria, I'd eat off their floor. Here, I won't even eat in your 5-star restaurant. So listen to me carefully. In the past, we trailed everybody. No more, no more, no more. You better hold your head up high. You are the chosen ones. You were the ones that were chosen to change America, to reduce obesity and increase the nutrition, and we're doing it every way we can. And the other restaurants, they can't hold a candle to you. So, because look at this. You think we serve millions of meals every single day, and people aren't dropping over dead from our meals. They're just not. But that isn't always true with other places now, is it? We serve thousands of breakfasts, 7,500 breakfasts in the morning. Some of your schools serve. Some serve 7,200 lunches every single day. Can you think of a fast food restaurant that could possibly come close to that? Not even close. And then we're serving 800 kids in an hour and a half. Nobody can touch us. Nobody. Oh, turn that loose. And how many of them would be able to know the kid's name, the accountability, the eligibility, and all the allergies that they have? Because you know if you don't, the mama's going to come in and tell you about them. How do we do this? Because we do it better, stronger, together. Why are we doing it? Because it's the right thing to do. It doesn't mean it's the easiest thing. It is the right thing to do. And that's why we were chosen, because we're the ones that are made of grit. We can get this done and take a licking and still keep on ticking. That's who we are. And that's how we're going to do it. And so I thank the luscious lunchroom ladies and marvelous meal men that are here, because you are serving the fuel for student learning, plain and simple. And it's the right thing to do. And how do we do it? Better, stronger, together. We got to start sticking together.